In this video, we're going to walk through problem 5-13, calculating an annualized forward discount. We're told that Omni Advisors, an international pension fund, plans to sell equities denominated in Swiss francs and purchase an equivalent amount of equities denominated in South African rands. Omni will realize net proceeds of 3 million CHF at the end of 30 days and wants to eliminate the risk that the South African rand will appreciate relative to the Swiss franc during this 30-day period. And we're given the following spot, 30-day, and 90-day exchange rates. We only care about the spot rate and the 30-day forward rate. First thing we want to do is calculate the Swiss franc South African rand cross-currency rate that Omni will use in valuing its Swiss equity portfolio in 30 days. We're going to use, of course, the 30-day rates, which are shaded in green. Since we're going to be going from the Swiss currency into dollars, that is, we are going to buy forward CHF, and we're going to sell forward CHF for US dollars. We want to make sure we use the ask side of the quote, and that's the 1.5285. The denominator for the South African rand, we are going to be simultaneously selling dollars to purchase rand at a rate of 6.2538 rand per dollar. We're doing the bid side since we're going from dollars into the foreign currency. Our exchange rate then of Swiss francs to South African rand is going to be 0.244411 Swiss franc per South African rand. We're next asked to calculate the current value of the Omni's Swiss equity portfolio in African rand using our 30-day forward cross rate. In part 1, we calculated the Swiss franc to ZAR exchange rate, rather Swiss franc to African rand exchange rate. However, we want to convert Swiss francs into ZARs, not ZARs into Swiss francs. So we need the ZAR per CHF or Swiss franc exchange rate, which is simply the reciprocal of the CHF to ZAR exchange rate we calculated above. We'll take our 3 million Swiss franc, we'll take the inverse of the CHF to ZAR exchange rate, and then we'll multiply that exchange rate by our 3 million Swiss francs to end up with 12,274,386.65 South African rand. Finally, we're asked to calculate the annualized forward premium or discount at which the South African rand, the ZAR, is trading to the Swiss franc, the CHF. To do this, first we need to calculate the spot rates. We've already calculated the 30-day forward cross rate. So to calculate the spot rate, the spot cross rate, we take the spot rate for the CHF to the US dollar of 1.5343 and the spot rate of the South African rand to the US dollar of 6.2681, and we calculate our cross rate. Then our annual discount would simply be the forward rate minus the spot rate divided by the spot rate. In other words, the difference divided by our initial value. That's simply the percentage change. Since we are considering a 30-day discount, we want to take that percentage change that we would calculate and multiply it by 360 and divide it by 30. That is, we want to take our 30-day discount and multiply it by 12. So let's pick up those forward rates. Our forward rate from above was 0.24441 CHF per ZAR. our spot rate we've just calculated at 0.24479. And we want to subtract that, so make sure we put a negative sign in front of it. So then we simply then divide by that initial spot rate. And our final calculation is simply equal to the difference between our two rates divided by the initial spot rate. And that's monthly then, and basically we multiply it by 12, or 360 divided by 30 to get the annualized discount of 1.803%.